Thank you for tuning in to Entertain the Geeky, your source for nerd news.
Guys, what's going on? Roger and Chris here today.
What up?
We're going to try to bring you the latest in nerd news. There's actually been a bunch of stuff that has happened this week.
Yeah, it's been exciting. Really fucking exciting.
Bunch of crazy announcements, yeah.
So, let me start it off, because I didn't know that this was happening, and apparently I was the last one to find this out. I was watching American Horror Story on whatever fucking night it was.
Mm-hmm.
They showed a preview for Legion, which instantly had me looking into it.
Yeah.
Come to find out, Legion's an X-Men character. So we are in essence, is that a word?
In essence.
In essence, we are getting an X-Men TV show.
Well, we already knew that, though.
I didn't know it was going to be Legion, though. I thought when they said X-Men show, we were getting...
I thought we were going to get just full-blown X-Men.
Right. I was like, okay, we'll have Wolverine, Cyclops, everything else, and fuck the movies. We're going to make a new TV show.
Is Legion, is he the same character that Ghost Rider fought?
No. Legion, maybe. I don't know. Legion is the son of Xavier and Gabrielle E. Heller.
Oh, okay.
His powers, which I find actually interesting, so he's kind of crazy. He develops multiple personalities.
Okay.
Like he has multiple personality disorder, but that's his power. He absorbs your psyche and makes him another personality.
That's fucked up.
So basically, yeah, like I touch you, I become you.
Huh.
And that's just like the tip of the iceberg. He's got telepathy, telekinesis, pyrokinesis. He can do some time travel, and he can fuck with reality.
Completely dangerous.
He is. No, he is like what I would think Xavier would be if Xavier could be bad, with a bad mental disability. I was looking into it though. I don't really see any like real supervillains for him. Like no real. This is his anti. There was no Green Goblin. There was no Mandarin. It was just like him. So I think if the show takes it off of just a character study of Legion and him trying to fit into the world,
I think that's awesome.
I think that'd be really cool. I also hope that since we haven't had an X-Men TV show in such a long time, that they take their time with this. They allow Legion to maybe just be the only mutant out there.
Marvel has a hand in this, though, don't they?
I don't know.
Because I thought they announced that they were going to be working with Fox on a TV show.
This might be the one. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I saw a 30-second spot on the American Horror Story, and I got really excited because it was Legion with the O, with the X through it. And I was like, okay, that's X-Men. So maybe if they actually take their time and go slow with it, let Legion be the mutant.
I think that it might be at the point now to where after the next Wolverine movie comes out, I think Fox might be letting that all fizzle out. And I think we're going to see some X-Men stuff in Marvel.
You think they're going to sell the rights?
I don't know if they're going to sell it. I think they'll partner it like they did with Sony.
Maybe. My only fear is...
We already know they're working on a TV show with Marvel.
Right.
We don't know if it's Legion or if it's an X-Men one, but we do know they're doing a TV show with Marvel.
We do know that.
So we know that there is some kind of cooperation going on, and it is because Marvel is doing it right.
Maybe. It looks like, looking it up here, it looks like Legion is just flat out. It's got Bryan Singer.
Cool.
Bryan Singer's involved. It's just produced by Marvel Televisions and FX Productions.
Yep, so it's Marvel and Fox.
And it's not to be set in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
That's a bummer.
No, it's just, it'll take place in a parallel universe to the main film series. Oh, crap. Alternate timeline. That's what it's going to be. Yeah.
Maybe that's how they're going to try to explain all these things when the X-Men have to get involved with Marvel.
Maybe. I mean, reading up on it and doing some research on it, it seems like Legion will connect to the planned future X-Men films. So I guess after Wolverine...
I think that's over. I think we've seen the end of that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, it's going to show up in early 2017. So we'll see what happens with the first 8 episodes.
So, all right, we've got Legion. There's a Toxic Avenger remake.
Yeah.
This is bittersweet because the Toxic Avenger is fun in its own right.
But it's a bad movie.
It is. No, it's fun just because it's Toxic Avenger.
But it's like Tormavision's greatest trauma. How do you say it? Traumavision's greatest film.
Yeah.
Like the Toxic Avengers, you've had 5 of them.
Yep.
Now I don't know how much you know about Toxic Avenger because I know a shit ton.
Shoot.
All right, so the first movie was R. And it wasn't even a soft R.
It was a hard R.
It was a hard R.
I do remember watching the first Toxic Avenger and being like, wow.
Yeah, it was RoboCop hard R. almost NC-17.
Yeah.
And then as the film series kept going, it softened up to the point where we had an animated cartoon show.
Yeah.
So if we're going to get a remake, I'd like to see it go back to the hard R.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But then if they pansy out and make it more like Captain Planet, like the cartoon show was, then you lose the point of Toxie.
That's fair. That's very fair. Okay. We talked about Deathstroke last week.
Yeah.
We've got some more images now.
He looks good.
Which one? Because we got Commissioner Gordon and we got the tactical suit Batman.
I was still going on the whole Deathstroke thing.
Oh, because Deathstroke looks badass.
Okay, so we were actually talking about this Saturday at the store. Me and Joe, we were actually talking about it. All right, so we're talking about how Deathstroke sees, how it's a mask, right?
Mm-hmm.
And basically it's a helmet. The new costume's a helmet, not a mask. So the only thing you get to see, he sees through is his eyes. The eye sockets. He's got no peripheral vision. So just flank him and kick his ass.
Yeah. He's supposed to be a pretty brilliant person.
Yeah.
We'll see how it works out.
I just don't see, unless...
I don't think the suits are always designed with practicality in mind.
They're not.
Because if you put on one of these Spider-Man masks that you've seen in the movies, the eye holes, you have these big eye frames. The eye hole itself is about a quarter-size hole that literally sits right in front of your eyeball. So again, no peripheral vision.
So you should be getting your ass kicked.
You should be, but Spider-Man has a spider suit,
Yeah,
so he has an excuse.
But Deathstroke doesn't.
We'll see what happens. And then the Batman tactical suit.
I haven't seen this yet.
Oh, dude. So I'm going to pull it up on my phone right now. But basically, he's got this really badass looking tack suit. It almost looks like... This isn't doing it justice, but it almost looks like the owl out of...
Out of Watchmen?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought the owl was really good.
My phone died. You're going to have to look it up.
So, is this the Batfleck?
This is the Batfleck one.
No, is this for the standalone movie or is it for Justice League?
I think it's for Justice League.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's see here. The tactical suit image. Oh my god. They covered up his eyes. He does look like the owl.
That's what makes it look like the owl.
Yeah, like there's an image of Batman standing next to the owl.
It's like the same character.
Almost.
But the Batman one looks a little more badass.
Only because it's Ben Affleck staring me down. Yeah, no, that is... And, yeah.
It's cool, though.
That is... okay, I'm in.
And then the new Commissioner Gordon images with... Okay, so they got J. Jonah Jameson to play Commissioner Gordon.
H.K. Simmons.
That's what I said, J. Jonah Jameson. And
he's been in other things besides Spider-Man.
Huh?
Yeah.
No.
He was in this little movie called Juno.
Yeah, no, it doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist? Okay.
He is J. Jonah Jameson.
Okay.
I want you to get on Facebook and find some memes, and all of them, you'll never see him as Juno's dad. Every single one is him as J. Jonah Jameson. Do you know why? Because literally, J. Jonah Jameson is him.
Yes. No, he brought, that was the perfect casting for Spider-Man.
Even when you look at the 90s Spider-Man animated cartoon, and then you compare it to him, it's the same goddamn person.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how he is going to be Commissioner Gordon, or I just want to be able to look at him and not see Jameson.
Well, that's only because it's in your head.
It is cemented in my head.
I don't have any problem with saying he's from Juno or he's been an Archer as a voiceover. You know, he's been in some good movies.
You can try to spin this however you want.
He was in Terminator.
You can try to spin this however you want. He's J. Jonah Jameson in my world, and nothing's going to change that.
Juno, Men at Work. Okay, so he really hasn't been in much. He's been in a lot of stuff, but nothing really big.
How many Spider-Man movies was he in?
3.
Oh, okay.
He was in Parks and Rec. I don't know what to tell you. You just need to get over it.
I'm not mad about it.
You seem to be, because you're gonna watch this movie and you're gonna go, look, it's J. Jonah Jameson pretending to be Commissioner Gordon. What's he doing? Writing a story?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna think
That's
that.
exactly. It's gonna take you out and you're gonna complain about it.
I'm not gonna complain about it.
I might.
I'm gonna be like, wow, Commissioner Gordon's kicking ass.
He did get buff for this role, though.
He did.
He got, which I don't understand, because Commissioner Gordon never seemed to me to be the brawler.
He was a badass. I don't think he was...
Yeah, no, he's a badass, but he's not the badass in the sense of To me, Gordon never solved his problem with his fist.
There are instances where you have a brawler Gordon, especially like if you watch the Gotham TV show at all.
Yeah, I get whatever.
Commissioner Gordon's pretty badass.
Yeah, but the Gotham TV show's not the comics.
It's not, but you have instances in the comics where he's doing fist to fist.
Very few.
And then what?
And then Batman always has to save his ass.
Well, yeah, because he gets in over his head, and fucking Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
See, Ben Affleck did it too because now he's the only guy that can play Batman. Oh, no, I couldn't. But Ben Affleck's gonna have to come and save the day.
Yeah, no, but Commissioner Gordon has always been to me that guy that's like he can use fisticuffs, but that's not his choice. What his choice was he used the fact that he was the detective first. Whereas I think Batman's reverse. Batman has always been he will solve the problem with his fist, and being a detective comes second. I think they're the reverse, and that's why they work so well together.
Okay.
You don't agree. You don't agree.
Not always, no.
Yeah.
This guy that you said isn't really a detective first. This Batman character, if you will.
Yeah.
He's the guy that didn't just go kill the whole Justice League. He put a plan in place for how to do it.
I get that. That's because he knew his fist wouldn't solve the problem.
He did
Let's
the
look at
detective work.
Look, 95% of what Batman does, and everyone says he's the world's greatest detective. I'm going to call bullshit on this. 95% of the Batman solves his issues are from a phone call saying, hey, something's going down, or an alarm goes off. And he rushes to the Batmobile, jumps in, and saves the day. There's no detective work there. There's no sifting through evidence to figure out where the next crime spree is going to happen. He's waiting for a literal phone call to tell him where to go to stop crime.
Batman, we need you.
Yeah, like that's what happened. There's a big fucking signal in the sky that tells him when there's a problem.
Yeah, I guess he's not all that vigilant, is he?
He's not that good of a detective. Now,
No, the Joker's a better detective than Batman.
Right, the Joker figured out who Batman was.
And fucked his day all up.
All of the supervillains that know Bruce Wayne is Batman is a better Batman than Batman.
Yeah. Well, they didn't have to get reliant on a signal, Roger.
No, that's true.
Maybe Batman just got complacent. Maybe he started as a detective.
And I'm not saying he can't be a good detective.
No, dude. It's a good thing we're talking about Batman because yesterday was National Batman Day.
Yeah, it was. Happy birthday, Batman.
Whoop!
They gave away free comics.
They did. I didn't acquire any.
You didn't? They're still up there. Go grab me one. It's just a issue 1 of the relaunch.
Thank
So
God.
it's issue 1 of the rebirth. But yeah, Batman's not... I'm just sorry. Batman's not a detective. He can be. But to say he's the world's greatest detective...
If he really put his mind to it.
No, like it seems like if he has to, if he's like, oh, well, the cops can't figure this out. Like Hush. Hush is a prime example. Hush was a story where Batman actually had to be a detective. And it took a year for him to figure out who the killer was.
That's fair.
Just saying. Batman relies on a signal and a phone call. Not a detective. He's just a crime fighter.
You can call him on his bat phone.
Great. Now I just picture Batman doing that crazy little dance.
And you will forever picture Batman doing that crazy dance.
Yeah, yeah, man, that's worse than the 1960s Bat dance.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
So think about that.
No, I'm seriously contemplating this now, and yeah, I think Batman became complacent. I think at one point in time, he was a great detective, and then they were like, well, hey, this guy just shows up and solves all the problems, so how about this? How about if we think there's a problem, we'll shine a big light in the air, or we'll call him at his house, which, how would they not know where that fucking phone call's going?
Well, that's because Batman is so smart that he made the phone red.
And Red changed it.
Red changed everything.
If you have a red phone, it's untrackable, people.
That's true. That's what Batman 60s taught us. But no, yeah, now that my mind is just blown, Batman's not a good detective.
Anymore.
No.
I maintain the fact that he probably was at one point.
Yeah, back when he was snapping people's necks and stuff, and going to the doctor to remove bullet wounds.
He probably wasn't even going to the doctor.
He what? Did you not see that? Like when Batman first came out, there's a panel where he's getting a bullet removed from his shoulder, and the doc's like, "Wow, Bruce, you got to stop going hunting like this." And Bruce is like, "Yeah, I tripped."
Oh no, that's different. Bruce went to the doctor. That wasn't Batman. They are two different people.
They're the same.
No, they're not.
Even Batman Beyond's not a good detective.
Batman Beyond was a dumb kid.
Yeah.
He was not a detective.
Nope.
He had the detective who lived in a mansion
That's when Bruce Wayne became a detective, when he couldn't
again
fight
when
crime.
he became a detective again.
So really, if Bruce Wayne can't fight crime, then he becomes a detective.
So basically,
Break his back again.
break his back again. Okay. Okay.
Make him a detective. Make him a detective and make Batman good again. Because he solves his problem with his fist. Yeah, yeah.
I want to know what the listeners have to say about that. Because they're probably sitting there right now. And one in particular, there's this guy named Jason that I know is like, man, fuck you! Fuck both of you!
Batman's a detective. No, he's not. Like, he's not Sherlock Holmes.
He's not.
He's barely passable as the commish, the old TV show with the guy that played the Thing. Hell, he's barely passable as Andy Griffith. And they both had sidekicks.
Well, no, like literally 60s Batman was not a detective at all.
No.
Not at all.
And looking at the comics, there's scenes of him being a detective, but for the most part it's, oh, look, crime, must go stop it.
Yeah, but he's the greatest detective ever.
Yeah, okay. No. Well, like you said, he came up with a plan to defeat the whole Justice League, right? But that wasn't like him sitting down and figuring out what their weaknesses was. He sat and watched them fight and, Kryptonite kills Superman, yellow hurts green, PMS hurts Wonder Woman.
Okay,
got it
time
figured
out.
out.
It was a little more than that because he did have to figure out how, like, he had to make an explosive device that would manage to kill. So he at least had to research something.
No, that's not detective. He manufactured something. He's fucking Tony Stark at that point. Are you going to tell me Tony Stark's a detective?
Time out. He is no Tony Stark.
You're right. He doesn't drink enough.
Tony Stark's a genius.
Apparently Batman is too.
I disagree.
Apparently not. If he's creating shit in his Batcave to blow up.
He's not creating.
Okay, so he's on the level of ISIS. He can create an explosive bomb.
He can phone somebody
can
and
phone
say,
a
"Hey,
friend.
I need a bomb made."
Yeah.
Because I don't want to put him on the same. If he was on the same level as Tony Stark, guess what? He'd have fucking Iron Man armor.
For a minute, he did.
Yeah, not in real life. He didn't.
So hold on. Basically, what you're telling me is Batman is a contestant on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in the superhero world because he can phone a friend, he can ask the audience what they want him to do, and he can eliminate some of the bad choices. So really, he's just a game show contestant.
Yeah, but he's already a millionaire.
Happy birthday, Batman.
Wrap your head around that. He's already a millionaire playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Oh my god, no! He is the epitome of white privilege. He was born with a silver spoon in mouth, and the only reason he's a superhero is because his parents died.
Most kids would have just gone out and done a bunch of drugs and experimented.
I think he did too. And then decided to fight crime. I don't know. I saw Batman Begins. There was some weird shit with that purple flower.
He's like, this peyote is making me want to go fight some crime.
So yeah, that's really... Man, fuck. I destroyed Batman now. I don't know how to live with myself.
Happy birthday, Bats.
Happy birthday, Bats. You know, your villains are way more known than you now. Speaking of known villains, Harley Quinn got her solo movie off the books now. It's gonna happen.
It was already gonna happen.
No, it's official. Like, you know how when movie studios say they're gonna make a sequel, and then they say, oh, no, we're not gonna make that sequel? Harley Quinn was the same way. They're waiting for the returns for Suicide Squad to come back.
Oh, they got him.
They got him. And we're getting a Harley Quinn solo movie.
Yeah, they got that return on investment real
Which
good.
Makes me wonder, will we see the Joker in the Harley Quinn solo movie?
I think we will.
Do you think we'll see Poison Ivy?
I don't know. I'm very interested to see how they do this because in Suicide Squad there was a reason for the audience to be behind them.
Mm-hmm. There's not for Harley. Oh,
there's not a fucking reason to be behind these people because they're the bad guys.
Well, if you do it sort of like The Godfather, where you make the bad guys you have to root for the bad guys, which is what they do with Suicide Squad.
Yeah, so do it where you're basically they're a crime boss fighting with another crime boss.
Yeah, how many?
But who's Harley Quinn's boss? Let me ask you that.
No, how awesome
craziest motherfucker in the world.
How awesome would it be if this movie was the Harley Quinn distancing herself from the Joker? Like, it is the breakup that we're seeing it in comics now, where she's going with Poison Ivy. and we're seeing that struggle between her love for her and her love for him, and so far Joker wins, but whenever he finally snaps and beats her, she goes running back to the plant, and the plant's there for her.
We'll see.
I don't know. I look forward to it.
They could even do a Harley Quinn origin, like do the real origin.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, like what we got in Suicide Squad was fun, but everybody wanted more Joker.
Well, yeah. When we're gonna get that, we'll get that in the Batman movie. Maybe.
No,
we don't.
We're gonna get Deathstroke in the Batman
We
movie.
won't have the Joker.
I don't think.
Then I'm out.
I don't think they're gonna do both. Like,
why not?
because they don't know. Like, they probably looked at something that other movie studios have done. Not naming anybody in particular, but Sony, where they drop 16 different villains in one movie just to do it.
You don't have to drop 16 different villains. You can tie the Joker and Deathstroke into the same storyline very easily.
You could. I'm just. They might let you focus on one because they're going to want to build a relationship with Deathstroke. They are going to take cues from Suicide Squad because there was some character development that could have been done better there. So they're going to take some cues from that probably.
How awesome would it be if the main story was Joker? Like it was a Joker story, but Deathstroke just kept showing up to fuck shit up.
I would like it if the Joker was manipulating Deathstroke.
And that's kind of like he hired Deathstroke or something like that. Whatever.
Yeah.
Just do the Spider-Man Punisher storyline and just make it Deathstroke and Joker.
Boom.
Done.
On that note, guys, I want you to stay geeky. You need to get on Facebook, like us, Entertain the Geeky. You can find us there. Follow us on Twitter, Entertain Geeky. Or is it Entertaining Geeky?
Entertaining Geeky? Sure. Entertaining Geeky.
We're fucking everywhere. YouTube videos are coming up now.
Yes.
Officially.
Yes.
Because that is set up, so you'll get to see us on YouTube too. Thank you for tuning in. Roger, do you have any words to let these guys part on?
I got nothing.
Stay geeky.
Fuck you guys. Bye.